This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive.
Bad, cause it's bit bad. Smoke with the bad. Like chips at the front. Let's go. I'm fly like a pelican in my bed. I like in my way. Hella quick. Like to get a hook up on the elephant. Cut my trunk. Yeah, it's in the front. Of course, it's in the back. It's a big. It's a real big difference. You just want a club. I just need them racks. You just want a party. I just want a rock.
All right, folks. We are back at it on the Caprice. I have it on my series charger. It's an associated 6082. I haven't seen these in years, but the batteries are totally flat. So what I wanted to do was get the passenger side bank on the charger, and then what I'll end up doing is once I got enough juice to those batteries, I'll go over and charge up the driver's side bank. So we'll get that going. And then I do have a battery tender 10 bank charger coming, so I'll be able to keep the batteries topped off at all times. So I'm pretty excited about that. But let's get started today. We're going to work on some suspension components, getting those ready, and a few other things. All right, so the charge is getting there. I started at about 5.5 amps, and it'll go down to 0 when it's done. So we're about a little more than halfway. So I got some juice on the passenger side batteries. So I'm actually going to switch this to the driver's side and see how far I can get it. It's Sunday, July 10th, 2022. I had to take a break yesterday. I wasn't really feeling well at all, so I had to sleep all day. So I lost some time on the Caprice, but I did do a couple things. So put up a nice rack of my Red Cat 64 stuff, and then I set up a rack for my new charger, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll be able to charge each battery. I could do up to 10 batteries, but I only have 8. So I'll show you guys in another video how this is all set up and everything, but it comes with all the individual cables and whatnot. All right, so I got all my upper suspension stuff, ball joints, extended uppers, chrome dog bones, which I'm not going to use, and the reason for that is because on my car currently it has this flat dog bone, and maybe it doesn't make a shit difference, but I'm just doing it the same way. But I am going to use the chrome hardware and washers, stuff like that, off of those. I may have to open up the holes on these a little bit too, as they feel a little rough. But we'll get to it and start cleaning this stuff up and putting it together. So I guess Energy Suspension doesn't assemble their parts anymore. It's kind of odd, but let me get this opened up and then I'll figure this shit out. All right, so I got these laid out. So these are for the lower control arms, those big ones. These ones with the dimple in them are for the uppers, and they appear to be the same size. And the other set of lowers. So let's get these together. I got to put the polyurethane insert in, and then put the sleeve inside. All right, so I got most of the polyurethane in on these lower control arm bushings, and here are the upper control arm bushings. So I just need to knock in these inserts. I'll do it on all of them, and then we'll advance to the next step. So the inserts are all in the bushings. These will tighten down a little bit as we get everything in. Now, one of the first things that I need to do is just make sure that the holes are clear, that they're going to fit the actual bushing, which this one's rough inside, so I'm definitely going to have to clean this one up to get that together, but we'll get that all figured out. Another really important thing for you guys to remember is the front of your control arms are always tilted slightly up. So if you hold it on a table, I know this is the driver's side. Same thing with this. If I lift it up, I know it's the passenger side. So the washer, this little washer here, goes on the back side of the dog bones. So just keep that in mind. I see people putting their control arms on the wrong side of the vehicle all the time, and it's kind of funny, but I've been seeing it for years online, so just a tip, guys. All right, I kind of got that in, but I'm just doing it by hand. And got the ball joint just in place, so I'm gonna fiddle with the other side, start trying to monkey that together, and we'll go from there. All right, so I still got to crank down the ball joint, put the grease fittings on, the bolts are in, so it looks pretty good. Still got to get that bushing in a little bit more and then tighten that one down, but the driver's side will be finished. All right, so these are getting there. Got the crossbars in, still got to get the other nut on the other side and everything like that, but we're definitely getting there, getting close on this stuff. So now I'm going to clean all this up, get the car back into the garage, and I am going to hook it up on the special battery charger. All right, so we got it charging, and we're just going to let this top off the batteries completely. As you can see, I got 8 batteries on here right now, and it's just real simple to hook it up. It's just you just put the clamps on individual batteries. You don't need to unhook anything, so let's let it rip. Well, that was another fun installment of working on the Chevy Caprice and upgrading the hydraulics and doing everything that I need to do to get the car back out there. I know some of you may be a little disappointed, but you know, these videos were filmed way in advance, you know, just to give me a little bit of time to get everything that I needed to get done. But, you know, I'm sure the people watching this can appreciate that and understand why. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give the video a like. If you have questions or comments, be sure to comment down below. This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.